Again made contact with our leader, Mark Levin.
Hello, my friends. Yes, it is I, Mark Levin, Hour 2. 877-381-3811 for you liberals, irregular Americans, malcontents. We have a special line for you, too. 877-381-3811. Before I move on, we have a caller from Maryland, a Democrat, Eric, on the great WMAL 105.9 FM. How may I help you, sir?
Mark, the great divider, that's what we like to do, is do as much dividing as possible. I don't understand how you support these candidates who have no chance at all to not only win the Republican nomination, but definitely not in the general election. None. People like Keene and Bachman, they have no shot whatsoever.
And why is that, sir?
Why is that? Because their positions are far more radical than most of the American people is.
So what are their radical positions, sir?
I think you can point to, they're completely not just anti-government, anti-anything regarding most social
They're
issues.
pro-Constitution, sir. Are you pro-Constitution?
What makes you say they're pro-Constitution?
I'm asking you the question, sir. You're the drone. I'm the teacher.
I'm wondering what...
I'm asking you a question, sir. Are you pro-Constitution, yes or no?
Yes.
Well, what part of the Constitution do you support, sir?
Well, I support...
When is the last time you read the Constitution, sir?
Because I haven't read it...
Don't lie to me, because I will test you and you will flunk. When's the last... Sir, one of the reasons you're a little slow on the uptake is you're not listening to my questions. Don't be ashamed of yourself. Stand up for yourself. I said, when is the last time you read the Constitution? Just tell me the truth.
It's probably been since I was in school, high school.
And how old are you now?
I'm in my mid-30s.
You're in your mid-30s, so you haven't read it for about 20 years, correct?
That would be correct.
Well, what do you read?
I read lots of newspapers. I read everything.
Really? You read everything? You read everything but the Constitution? Is that it?
So again, I already explained that I didn't. So
but you just said that Bachman and so forth are anti-government when they're pro-Constitution. Do you know the difference, sir?
What makes you say that?
Are you saying the Founding Fathers were anti-government?
No, I asked you what makes you so sure that Michelle Bachman is, when you say she's pro-Constitution, what does that mean exactly in your opinion?
What that means is she favors a limited central government, not a all-powerful, concentrated central government. Which do you support, sir?
I think it's ridiculous to say that the...
Why don't you try and answer a question, sir? This isn't an essay question. It's actually more multiple choice. Which do you support, sir, an all-powerful central government or a limited government?
I prefer a combination. That's what...
Well, how do you control it once there's a combination? For instance, right now, what are the limits on the federal government? Can you tell me?
Well, I probably could not... I'm not going to try to pretend I'm as smart as you.
I'm not saying that you have to be smart. How about just relatively coherent? I'm asking you, sir, what are the limits on the federal government? It's a simple question. Any third grader can answer.
I don't think there's any definite answer to that question. I think the federal government has a role in this country.
This is why you need to reacquaint yourself with our law. We call it the Constitution, because there are very specific limits. Now, just because you think the government should do something, just because you want the government to do something, doesn't make it constitutional. You get my point?
Right here. All
right, let's try another thing. Can you tell me what domestic federal program is run properly and efficiently? Just name one.
What federal program is run properly and efficiently?
I've always found throughout my life when people repeat questions, they're trying to buy time. You should be able to name 10 of them.
Yeah, that's
right?
The military runs pretty efficiently overall.
I said domestic. Isn't that interesting? And you went right to the military.
I said the military runs pretty efficiently overall.
Yes, it does. Now, I'll ask you again. What domestic federal program do they run efficiently?
I think government is probably too big, but I do think that they do a lot of good things in health care.
Well, sir, when you spend $4 trillion, you're going to do some good things. There's no question about that. Why don't you stay focused? Let me try for the third time. What federal government program runs efficiently? Let me give you a couple. Fannie Mae? Freddie Mac?
I would say no to that.
Medicare? Medicaid?
So what's your solution? Just eliminate
Pay
it all?
attention. Pay attention, because you're not answering. Social Security? The Environmental Protection Agency? None of them, pal. None of them. What's Mark's solution? Mark's on the air every damn night explaining his solution. And that is, you got to roll back the size of government. You got to throw a few of the parasites off. Yes, I did say that. Maybe cut it 20% or so and begin the process of reacquainting the American people with what we call liberty. Can you define liberty for me, sir?
Well, liberty is freedom.
No, sir, liberty is freedom.
Yes.
Can you define it a little bit more broadly than that?
I think liberty means that you have a right to do what you want to do in this country, pretty much, as long as it's within the.
Except make too much money. At that point, you're derided, you're degraded, and the government wants to take a lot of it. Correct? So you don't really believe in liberty. What you believe in is your freedom to do what you want to do, including impose your will on other people. Do I have it about right?
Why taxing multimillionaires would be bad when middle class.
See, there you are, jumping right into your Marxist pablum. Let's say there's a multimillionaire out there that invented a drug that saves thousands and thousands or maybe millions of people. Don't you think that person has done a little bit more than you to contribute to society?
Not necessarily. Maybe that.
Pal, you're talking over me and you're annoying me. Now pay attention. I'm teaching you because obviously your parents didn't, and your professors were Marxist crackpots. Pay attention. I'm helping you, okay? I'm asking you a question. If somebody makes millions of dollars because they invent something that helps millions of people, why shouldn't they be millionaires?
Are you saying every millionaire in this country?
I didn't say every millionaire anything. I asked you a question.
What was the question?
Oh, good Lord. Let me ask you a question. Without identifying with any exactitude, because I don't want to embarrass you, what do you do?
I work in education.
You're a teacher? Can you say that? I am a teacher.
I was a teacher. I'm more of an administrator now.
You're an administrator? In other words, You oversee teachers?
Yes. Yes, part of what I do, yes.
And what county are you in? Let me guess. Montgomery County?
I said I'm not going to specify that.
No, but I'll specify for you. You sound like one of those, meaning liberals.
You know everybody in Montgomery County, right, Mark?
Well, I can tell from you. So you're on the public payroll. Is that correct?
That would be correct, sir. Yes.
All right. So you've decided that's what you want to do. You want to be an administrator in a school system. You have a limited salary, and yet you're pretty well protected. You have a nice pension. You have a nice health care package, more than most of the people.
Actually, I
who
work
pay your pal. Let me finish. This isn't one of your faculty meetings. I said you actually do better than most of the taxpayers who subsidize you. You've chosen that course. That's good for you. But other people choose other courses. They're motivated by other things. So who the hell are you to tell them what they can and cannot earn?
I'm not telling them that at all.
Well, yes, you are.
No,
sir, you're voting for people who are.
A little bit more. I don't see why that's so wrong. I'm not saying they don't earn.
How much is a little bit more, pal?
More than they're paying right now. So when the middle class are struggling as badly as they are in this country.
Are you in the middle class?
Sure. Well, I would consider. I don't even know if there's a middle class anymore, but I guess you would consider me.
Sir, I asked you a question. Please stop mumbling like a bureaucrat at Montgomery County. I asked you, are you in the middle class?
I guess if you look at my salary, the answer would be yes.
Yes, but if we look at your benefits package, I'm guessing you're a mid-level administrator or a senior administrator.
Probably mid-level.
All right, so you make a salary of over $100,000. And well, close, right? Close.
What's that?
Close.
All right, keep going.
Yeah, you know the truth, and so do I. I used to be a school board member many, many years ago, and I know what the salaries are. You have a very nice medical package. God bless you. You have a very nice pension package. Do you have tenure?
I told you I work for charter schools. They don't give tenure for charter schools.
Well, I don't know. There are different types of charter schools.
Okay, mine doesn't know.
Okay. Well, why don't you go out and become a millionaire?
Mark, I think a lot of us would love to become millionaires. I'm happy with doing what I'm doing. I'm not complaining that.
No, but Eric, seriously, why don't you stop what you're doing and go become a millionaire?
A liberal who wants to tax millionaires and against people making money. That's not true.
Yes, you are, because what you should say is, you know what, Mark? Government's out of control. We're borrowing over $1 trillion from the red Chinese. No matter how much we raise taxes, we have tens of trillions of dollars in unfunded obligations. We have soon to be $17.5 trillion of a budget debt. It doesn't matter if we confiscate every penny from every millionaire and billionaire. We can't dig our way out. And, Eric, we're going to hell if we don't fix this.
How do we increase revenue?
And hold on, pal. I'm trying to educate you. And we're being distracted by you and your friends and the other liberal kooks who are like with Tourette's with this tax stuff. Tax, tax, tax. You don't have Tourette's, do you?
No.
All right, my friend. Anything else? May I help you with it?
I appreciate your time, Mark.
Well, let me ask you a question.
Thank you.
Let me ask you a question. If I send you my book, will you read it?
Oh, absolutely, I will.
All right. So make sure you read it and call me back, Eric. Will you do that?
I promise. I appreciate that. That's actually I do appreciate it. Thank you very much, sir.
I know you like freebies. Hold on, Eric. Don't hang up. All right, Mike, send him a book, will you? I usually save those for regular Americans, but honestly, I think I can work on this guy. Nice enough guy, don't you think, Mr. Producer? When he's not talking, the problem is he gets the vote, so there he is. He cancels out my vote.